Bismillah Rahman Ibrahim. Welcome to Learners Podcast. This is the first part of the fourth session for our training C++ to Python, programming for the non-IT professionals. This is part of our training on the data science. So from today onward, we are going to start the programming sessions. And in this session, we are going to write our first program. So in the previous sessions, we have developed those basic concepts which are required for us to write the programs. So for those who are joining me first time, it is advisable, and particularly if they are the non-IT professionals, it is advisable that they first watch my previous sessions so that they can have the basic understanding about what is required, what are we going to do. Okay, the language that we are going to use is the GW Basic. Our first topic is basically to develop the programming logic. Programming logic, this is the first step. Programming logic is basically an approach that is adopted by the programmer to communicate with this machine, to make this machine work for them. Okay. In other words, how to write the programs. Okay, how to write the programs in the GW Basic. GW Basic is a very easy language, and it is generally advisable to all those who are new in the programming field. They start it with the GW Basic, and you will see it yourself. It is quite easier as compared to the C++ and the other languages. All right. So what my methodology would be, as I've already explained you, but today if I just try it in this way, like for example, if we divide this whole training into the three phases, like this. This is phase number 1, this is phase number 2, and this is the phase number 3. Okay, and this phase is basically related to the procedural part of the languages, and this is related to the OOPs. All right, first part is basically related to the programming logic that we are going to start today. And for programming logic, generally I will be using the GW Basic initially. And after completing some basic programs, when I feel that our logic has been developed, okay, I will do the same level of programming, same level of learning we will apply on the C++. In this way, you will be also start the C language at this very stage. Okay, and at the end, remaining in the same phase, we will also touch the Python, and we will write all the programs that we have written in for developing the basic programming logic. We will do it with the Python. So generally, if we see the course of the Python, it is divided into 2 or 3 stages in the same way. In the first stage, the programming logic is developed. In the second stage, the advanced procedural part is covered, and the third stage, the OOPs is covered. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to follow the same sequence, but we are using the languages, taking the help of the GW Basic and the C++, because we are also covering the C++ along with this training, which is very, very important. And once its importance would be, you will realize the importance of the C++ when you will be the full-fledged programmer. Okay. Similarly, in the phase 2, the same sequence will be followed. In the first, advanced procedural part will be covered by the GW Basic, and then we will be touching the C++, and we will cover the advanced programming procedural part of the language, and same is the case with the Python, and we will also use the Python for this. So in this way, we will be learning the Python and C++ along with the GW Basic. And this is the journey of the GW will end here. And in the third phase, GW Basic is not included because this is not object-oriented programming. So in that case, we will be start our journey of the object-oriented programming with the C++ and the Python. So this is the sequence that I am going to adopt. So this is our first part that we are going to cover. Then this would be the next, and this is the third one. And then in the similar, this is the fourth step, this is the fifth steps, and this is the sixth steps, and then it is the seventh and eighth step. So if we can say we are dividing our training into these 8 phases. Okay, so let's begin with the phase number 1 today. So for this, I'm taking you to the whiteboard. So as you know that if you see the data processing cycle, it has got the 3 stages. One is called the input stage, and other is called the processing stage, and third one is the output stage. And this is what I have discussed in my previous sessions. Input stage is related with the user. Okay, when I say it is related with the user, it means the input is provided by the user to the computer system. All the things required by the computer to run any program is provided by the user. Okay, so user provides the input. In other words, user provides the basic data to the computers. And after that, and in this case, when we say the programming, so the programmer is going to write the program. Okay, so user is going to provide the program to the computer, and then computer will process according to the program, do the processing, and it will give you the result. And this result is required by the user as well. So user is on both ends. On one end, user is providing the machine the necessary details, necessary information, and the necessary commands and the instructions to execute certain things. And after that, the one computer will follow its instruction, it will give you the result. The computer provides the result in 2 ways. One is it displays the result on the monitor. Okay, or it prints on the printer. Okay, so these are the 2 kinds of the, generally speaking, 2 kinds of the outputs that the computer provides. Yes, there are the computers which are directly attached with the machine. Some machines are also being operated with as an output, but here we are concerned with the 2 kinds of the outputs. One is the display on the monitor, and other is the print on the printer. But we are specifically, the programmer is more related with the display on the monitor. So we see the results on the monitor, and this is what we are going to adopt. This is the procedure that we are going to adopt. All right, this is the first thing. So when we talk about the input output, the output is which is in the mind of the user, for which the program has been written. So that program is basically written by the programmer with some output in its mind. Okay, so that output is in the mind of the programmer. He wants that computer develops or computer create this output. All right, for example, we want that the computer write a line of text. Okay, or suppose you want the computer write the table of 2, something like this, 2 into 1, 2 into 2, and so on up to so on. Okay, or might be you want that the computer add 2 numbers. These 2 numbers are provided by you, and it gives you the results. Or you want computer adds 100 numbers, and those 100 numbers are provided by you, and it gives you the sum of the result of those numbers. Okay, so whatever you want, that is in the mind of the programmer. Okay, with this thing in the mind, that will, for the beginners, I mean to say, I remember when I had started the programming. So this is the first advice also given to me, that as a programmer, I should have the output in my mind. Okay, and then keeping that in the procedure, in the case of the procedural languages, so keep that output in your mind, then start writing the programs. Okay, so today we are going to start this from the very simple examples of programming examples to then we will move on to the complicated one. All right, so in the today's session, I mean to say the question is that write a computer program that prints, or you can also say prints, I mean to say display. You can say that displays a line of text on the screen. So we are going to write a small simple program that will display a line of text on the screen. Okay, so for this I will be taking you to the GW Basic editor. So for that you have to go to the list of the programs like here, and here you will find the PC Basic. Just click it, it will start from here, and you have another option if you don't want to come every time at this place. So better way, just right click it, pin to taskbar. Okay, when you pin it to taskbar, and you will see it is shown in the taskbar. Okay, so it would be very easier for you to start the GW Basic. So I'm just clicking it. So it has started the editor for me. Okay. Okay, if you can see it, I just extend this screen. PC Basic 1.2.14 copyright, etc., and all this information is there. But for me, two things are important for you to understand. Like one is okay, and then there is something is blinking. This prompt which is blinking, it shows that this is the place where you will start doing anything. This is a place where you will start giving the command or writing the program. And at the bottom of the screen, you can see the different commands that these are also very helpful for us to while doing the programming in the GW Basic. Okay, it is an interpreter, as I've already told you. When interpreter mean, it gives us the two ways of doing the, I mean to say, executing the commands. Two ways. One is through in the form of the program, or second is in the form of the command, Yes. Like this prompt is being blinking. So if you just write here, for example, if I write print, this is the command. If I say in the inverted commas, I say A, B, C, and then close the inverted comma, I just press enter. It is printing, it is showing us A, B, C. Okay. And if I do write CLS stands for clear screen. So in this way, you will also start learning the commands as well. CLS is a command for the clearing the screen. Whatever is on the screen, it will disappear. When I enter it, everything will disappear. Got my point? So this is the command line action. Okay, we are giving the command in the GW Basic, which is an interpreter as a command. And second one is which is related to us, that is writing the programs. And for writing the programs in the GW Basics, you have to give the number of line 1, 2, 3, or 4 lines, as many lines you want in the form of the program. But how come the interpreter knows that you have written the program? You have to give each line a number in sequence. Smallest number first, then the next higher number, then the next higher number. And in this way, compiler will start reading your program. This interpreter, basic interpreter, will start reading your program from the smallest line number. Okay, and it will treat that line number as a line number 1. So I'm just going to write a sample program for you. Then I will be explaining you what to do. Okay, before doing this, I would advise you that give another command that is called the new. And this is very important because just for example, if you write the list here and you will find nothing. So new mean starting the new project. And when we give the list command with the program that we have typed, it comes again from the memory on the screen. Okay, first of all, I write the 10, I just give the first line number, and I say it's CLS, it's mean I'm saying clear the screen. Okay, and then I write the 20, next higher number. You may write the 11, 12, it's up to you, but generally it is good, it is a standard practice that at least give the gap of the 10 numbers. print print space inverted commas, and I write some symbol here, like for example I write this. Okay, in the line number 30, in the next line I write print inverted commas, I write this is, okay, I write nothing in it, I write nothing, I just a space and write. And when I say I write nothing, it's mean I have written the space. These are the blank spaces I have put. And then I write the 40, in the again I say the print, what I say to print, this time I say this, I write sentence, this is my first program in GW basic. Alright? Inverted commas close. Inverted commas mean whatever is print command prints anything which is written within the inverted commas. This is the syntax of the programming. You have to learn it. So if I want to print these three things, like these first line of statics, this symbol on the screen, then I want to write this nothing. Okay, and then I want to write this line. So I will be using the print statement within the inverted commas. Okay, next one is the 50. Here I want to end the program. I write end. So when the basic will read this end, it means instruction is given to the basic that the program has finished, program has end. Okay, this is what I have completed my program. Now I have to come out of this programming mode. What I need to do is I will press the Control Z and then press enter. Control Z, at the same time press the Control key, and at the same time simultaneously press the Z key. Okay, and then press, after that just leave these two keys and press enter. So it will take us back to the OK prompt and the command line. Now we are ready to see the program. Now if I see, just I say list, what I see, what the program that I have written, it has picked from the memory. Now I hope you have learned what is the purpose of the list. Suppose I write CLS at the command level. Okay, it has cleared everything. It means my program is gone. No, it is not. It is still in the memory. Although I haven't saved it, I haven't saved this program in the hard disk. Okay, in any drive. No, it is still, we are working in the RAM. If I turn off the computer, then that will be vanished because we haven't saved it. If you are not understanding what I'm saying, go back and watch my previous sessions. All right. So we are right now working in the RAM. We are working in the main memory of the computer. Okay. So again, I write the list. So this is. I haven't run the program. So what is the output of this program? And for running, you can see at the bottom of the screen, there is at the command number 2, that is run. So just write run at the command, and it is showing you the output. First what it does it. I just write the list again. See, CLS, first it has executed the CLS command, and CLS has cleared the screen. Whatever was on the screen, it is cleared. Then it came to the line number 20. It has print this static, and this is where it is printed. Then it has printed the second line. It has printed these blank spaces. Okay, and then it went to the next line. It has printed this is my first program, and end means it has finished the object. Okay, now suppose if I want to add another line between the line number 20 and the line number 30. Okay. I want to add another print statement. Suppose another print statement. So for that, what I need to do, move to the up arrow. You cannot use the mouse to going up. And for that, you have these up arrow, down arrow, left hand arrow, and right arrow, like this. With the I'm moving up with the up arrow, moving down with the down arrow, moving right with the right arrow, and moving left with the left arrow. As you can see it, this is how we maneuver in the program. Okay, there is no other option. Right? Sometimes it happens that the part of the program while doing the work, it is like something is written wrongly, and in that way, in that case, you become confused what has happened. Okay, if you just take the list command, you see the program has not been disturbed. The program is intact. Okay, so if this thing happens, just don't worry, just write CLS at the command, and it will clear the screen, and write the list again. It will again show your program. Okay, so while doing the hand-on exercises, you will be learning these basic thing after doing some mistakes. So don't worry. When you will do the mistake, you will learn. If you will not do the mistake, it is a common understanding. There is no learning. All right. So, okay, now if I want to write something between the 20 and 30, okay, we cannot, by entering anything, we cannot take this like in the MS Word, we just press enter and the line go downward. No, we cannot do this. What we need to do is just come at the bottom anywhere, just write 20 and 30, some line number which is less than 30. Like for example, we write 25, and here we write print print, and we write this is middle line. Okay, and press enter. If you just take the list, what would happen? The seat. It has added the line number 25 in its right place after the 20. It's interesting. Now another thing is that we want that if every line number is having the gap of 10, so this 25 is looking awkward that it has got the gap of 5. It should also have the gap of the 10. So there is another command. At the command, you just try renum and just enter. And now if you see the list, and you will find 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50, and 60. This is how simple it is. Okay, so write down in the same way, write down the program on your end in the same way that I've written. I will be also giving you today some assignments. That will be the link of those assignments would be given in the description of the video. So just do the hands-on exercises, just do some practice. So we have completed our first program today, and in this session we have learned how to print something on the screen by using the programming. So we have written a very simple statement. I haven't used we haven't used the memory too much. So in the coming lecture, I will be coming with the more commands. We will be doing some more tasks, and we will also come up with some more theory. All right. So thank you very much. So do all the assignments that I will be providing you with this episode, so that before coming to the next, you should be the expert of what we have covered so far. Okay. So thank you very much. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.